There's a kind of power most people never talk about. It's not loud, it's not flashy. It doesn't come from titles, applause, or a million followers. No, it comes from restraint, from doing the work when no one's watching, from thinking in silence while others shout to be heard. You're here because you already feel it, that tension, that pull between the world's noise and your own clarity. You don't want to be just another voice yelling for attention. You want to build something real, lasting, something with weight. Let me tell you something the Stoics understood better than anyone. The most dangerous person in the room is the one who's not desperate to prove anything, because they're already sure of themselves. They lead without asking for permission. They speak less, and when they do, people listen. So what if I told you the real flex isn't making noise? It's making impact without needing a stage. This isn't just about being different. It's about becoming unshakable, because the moment you stop needing external validation, you become unstoppable. Let's talk about how to get there. Let's get real. The loudest ones, they're often the most unsure. They crave recognition because they don't have peace. But you're learning something rarer, something stronger. See, silence isn't weakness, it's discipline. It's you choosing to listen when others rush to speak. It's you building while others broadcast. Every time you resist the need to announce your progress, you grow, quietly, powerfully. Stoicism teaches that your greatest battles are invisible. They're not out there, they're within you. And winning them, that's where real leadership is born, not from control, but from command of the self. So when you think differently, don't expect applause, expect doubt, discomfort, silence. That's how you know you're on the right track, because growth isn't noisy, it's private, and real strength isn't about proving anything. It's about becoming someone who doesn't have to. You're not just working on projects, you're working on yourself. And in a world obsessed with attention, your focus is your rebellion. Your silence is your weapon. And slowly, without shouting, without chasing, you rise. Let them wonder what you're up to. Ever notice how people who talk the most often move the least? It's because they burn their energy in noise, not in motion. But when you lead in silence, you don't waste force. You build pressure quietly, internally, until it becomes impossible to ignore. Think about a tree. It doesn't shout while growing. It just digs deep, stays steady, and one day it towers above. That's the Stoic way. It's not about proving you're ahead. It's about becoming undeniable over time. But this takes patience. You'll want to show them. You'll want to explain yourself. Don't let them guess. Let your results echo louder than your words ever could, because true leaders don't need validation. They need vision. They don't react to critics. They outgrow them. You're not walking the easy road here, but the quiet road. It leads somewhere powerful. Every minute you stay silent, you're teaching yourself that peace is more important than approval, that growth doesn't need an audience, and that your work, it's not performance, it's practice. You're shaping a mind, not just an image. So here's the question: are you willing to be misunderstood for now, so that you can become unforgettable later? If that question hit you somewhere deep, maybe it's time to stay and subscribe. What comes next might just change everything. Most people talk when they should listen, react when they should observe, but you're learning to do something rare. You're learning to slow down and see. The Stoics called it preparation, not for the spotlight, but for the storm. While others post, prove, and panic, you prepare. You study quietly. You show up fully. And you stop handing your peace to every little thing that pokes your ego. You've started to understand that silence isn't weakness, it's storage. Every moment you spend in quiet effort builds something inside you: stability, clarity, confidence. When you don't respond to the noise, you become immune to it. That's when you win. The people who change the world, they're usually quiet at first. That's not coincidence, it's discipline. Because anyone can shout their dreams, but it takes real inner power to live them silently, brick by brick, day after day. So if you're walking through your life right now wondering if the quiet path is working, remember this: roots grow in silence, and so do legends. Let them laugh, let them doubt, let them scroll past. You're not here for noise, you're here for change. You're not behind. You're just building in silence. You're doing the inner work, the work no one claps for, the work that looks invisible until it doesn't. While others seek applause, you're seeking alignment, and that's rare. That's what sets you apart. It's easy to talk, to show, to seek validation, but the Stoic path, it's not about being seen. It's about becoming someone who doesn't need noise to feel powerful, someone who doesn't chase the spotlight because they've found a deeper light inside. You've chosen the hard way, and the honest truth, most won't understand you. They'll think you're quiet because you're unsure. They'll mistake your stillness for weakness. Let them. They don't know you're sharpening your mind like a blade, that every moment of restraint is strength, that you're saving your energy for something that matters, because when the moment comes, when you finally speak, act, move, it'll carry the weight of everything you've become. Not noise, not hype, but impact. That's what leading in silence looks like. Not less, just deeper, real, unshakable. Keep going. Here's what they'll never see coming: the quiet one becoming unstoppable. You don't need to prove yourself, because real strength doesn't perform. It prepares. You're not loud because you're building something too big for words. You're not absent. You're aligned, focused, silent, not stuck. And when the moment comes to lead, to act, to rise. You won't have to announce it. Your presence will say everything. That's the Stoic way. Less noise, more direction. Less panic, more power. You've learned to sit with discomfort, to outgrow old versions of yourself, to wait without whining. You've practiced not reacting, but responding, with purpose, not panic. You've realized it's not about being noticed, it's about being undeniable. So now ask yourself something. What would happen if, for the next 30 days, you spoke 50% less, but acted 200% more? What would change if your energy went fully into motion instead of explanation? You don't owe the world your noise, but you do owe yourself your potential. Maybe it's time to disappear, not to escape, but to return unrecognizable.